So, good morning and welcome back to Daily Transfer Update. Today, only two players that we're going to speak about, and both of these players were actually linked to Arsenal all summer. We'll start off with Ben Chillwell. Both of these are defensive-minded players. You can obviously see that from the thumbnail. But Ben Chillwell is a bit of a weird one to me. Chelsea are said to be linked to him if they can get off of their transfer ban in January. They're trying to repeal that again. I think they've got a hearing coming up or something. So they're ready to go and make him their number one choice for signing in January. But the reports that are going around at the moment are that we want him as well. And like I said, it's a bit of a weird one because we signed Kieran Tierney in the summer for around £20 million, 25 million, something like that. Now, Ben Chillwell is going to be more than double that. The fee that's being reported is around the £60 million barrier. And I don't really see where this story's come from, if I'm being honest. I think it's a bit of a weird one to go and spend £60 million on a left back when you've already got a quality left back. Obviously, we know we've got Kolasinac as well. He's not going to be available apparently for the game later on today against Southampton. He came back off of international duty with a torn hamstring. Not a bad one. So he's only going to be out for a couple of weeks apparently. But you never know, he might be in the squad. They might stick him in. Unai Emery works in mysterious ways. So you can never second guess what he's going to do. But as for Chillwell, we all know how good he is. Listen, Leicester City are playing fantastic football at the minute under Brendan Rodgers. They play good flowing attacking football as well. And he is a massive, massive part of that. You see over at Liverpool and at Man City, the overlapping fullbacks, the fullbacks that can whip a ball in properly, the fullbacks that can chip in with the odd goal. Chilwell scored in the 9-0 win against Southampton. Let's not forget that. He actually scored the first goal in that 9-0 rout. Now, like I said, I think it's a bit of a weird one. I think that, yes, he's obviously a quality footballer, a very quality footballer. He's very good defensively, very good offensively, and he's got quite good turn of pace as well. And his crossing is ridiculous. His crosses are so good. And before we signed Tierney, we were heavily linked to this guy. And yes, I would have took him in the summer, but obviously we ended up getting Tierney. And I don't think we need this kind of player. I think that we need more of a centre-back. I'll come on to that one in a minute. But I think that, yes, Kolasinac's not the greatest. Yes, Kolasinac can't defend. He's not good enough for Arsenal. But why go out and spend £60 million on a player with a massive fee like that? You might feel obliged to have to start him. Where does that leave Kieran Tierney? And we don't want to get into a position where we've got two really, really good left-backs and one of them sits on the bench week in, week out. Because firstly, that's a waste for them, but it's also a waste of money for us. Maybe I think the better option would be perhaps go out there and get rid of Kolasinac first and foremost. Like I said, I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal. Get rid of him and then maybe promote somebody from the youth setup. Maybe go out and do £10 million, £15 million on an up-and-coming one. Maybe an older one. I don't know. It didn't quite work on the opposite side with Lichtsteiner, did it? But I don't think this story has much substance to it, if I'm honest, but it's out there. Man City are linked as well. Chelsea are linked. There's a few clubs linked, and listen, it's gonna be hard for Leicester City to keep hold of their players, especially with the way they're playing at the moment, and especially with teams like Arsenal, Man City, and Chelsea after them. No disrespect to Leicester. Listen, they're flying. They're doing absolutely fantastic, but Arsenal, City, Chelsea, bigger football clubs, perhaps bigger money. I know Leicester are not exactly skint, but it could be the case that the player might want to leave. As soon as these clubs are coming in for you, the player might say, well, actually, I want to go. Now, if you're a footballer and Man City come in for you right now, you probably would go to Man City out of the other two. You wouldn't go Arsenal or Chelsea, I don't think. I don't think we're anywhere near as good as we used to be, and Chelsea the same. Man City, yes, they've had a little bit of a blip this season, but they're still in the hunt for top honours, and they will be because they've got a quality team. So any footballer who gets linked to Man City, it's hard for them to turn that down. Now let's move on to the centre-back Soyuncu. Again, we was linked to him all summer. He ended up going to Leicester City, and him and Johnny Evans have been absolutely fantastic. Again, Johnny Evans, another one that our fan base laughed at and said we didn't want. I was one of them, by the way. I didn't want Johnny Evans near Arsenal. But it just goes to show, if you can actually defend, You don't need to have pace. You don't need to have anything else. If you can actually defend and use your head, then that's all that matters. And if you get the right partner next to you, like Soyuncu, then it's very, very difficult for teams to break you down, especially especially if you've got a good midfield, which Leicester City have, and especially if you've got a manager that knows what he's doing, a coach that can get a team set up. He can get them flowing defensively, offensively. They flow as one. There's no stragglers. There's no strays not doing their job like at Arsenal. But this guy, for his first season in the Premier League, is doing absolutely fantastic. And listen, fair play to him. Yeah, it's a new league. It's a new team. It's a new place to live. It's not easy for some of these players to come in and hit the ground running. He's obviously done that. Hence why us and Man City are looking at him. It's like I said, it's not going to be easy for Leicester to keep hold of these players. And Brendan Rodgers has actually come out with a little bit of a statement to this as well. So yeah, Brendan Rodgers has said that of course there will be players linked. We want to grow. There are a lot of development left in this squad. Listen, every club will lose players at some point, but we have absolutely no plans on losing them. Of course there will be players linked to our club. There's lots of speculation and gossip which goes around. Agents have to do their work getting their clients out there. For me, the job is to keep what we have, and that is important. If there is any opportunity to improve the squad, we will be looking to do that. He then added, if not, we will carry on with the squad we have, which is very strong. Then we will look again in the summer, but we will certainly not be looking to lose players. The worst case scenario for us is we'll have the same squad that we have now, which I'm very happy with. So yeah, he said that he wants to win and develop, and he is a developer of his players. So, listen, he's not looking to get rid of any of his players. So, if Arsenal and Man City do want to go in for these players, these two that I've mentioned, it's going to be very difficult, like I said. But Leicester City are flying high at the moment. They're doing fantastically well. They're playing fantastic football. It's a joy to watch Leicester City, if I'm honest. And as an Arsenal fan, it does make me wonder why we can't do that and why we can't get our players rocking and rolling. They had Claude Puel there before, and he kind of run them into the ground. And pretty much the same set of players, barring the odd 2 or 3. Brendan Rodgers has got them playing fantastic football. It's a joy to watch them, like I said, and they're playing winning football. You know, Leicester City is not an easy game. You know, we know that. We lost to them the other week, and you know, at the end of the day, if teams come in with big money, Leicester are probably in a position now to say, nope, we ain't selling. But then it's down to the player. Now, does Soyuncu want to stay at Leicester for the rest of his life? Probably not. Does Ben Chillwell? Probably not. And that's no disrespect to them, but you know, we're not a Champions League club right now. We're a Europa League team. We've got aspirations of being that, but we're a million miles away right now. But yeah, these players want to play in the top competitions, and that's the Champions League. So, like I said, if Man City come in, or Arsenal, even Europa League, it's something that some of these players might want to do. Listen, we signed Aubameyang and Lacazette in the Europa League, so I don't know. One thing I do know is that these stories are going to rumble on all through December and all through January. So keep your eyes peeled. I will be doing them every single day, these transfer stories, transfer update. Anyone linked with a move in and out, I'll be putting it out there, having a discussion about it and seeing what you guys think. Also, don't forget, later on today, I am doing a watch-along for the game against Southampton. So come and join me and Guna Eagle Eye. His link's in the description if you want to go and subscribe to him. We're going to be starting that. We're going to see all the ups and downs of that game. I'm sure there'll be more downs than up at the moment. It's not been great for Arsenal this season so far. And yeah, we are going to put ourselves through that again on a Saturday afternoon. It is a 3 o'clock kickoff UK time. So yeah, fully check my channel out at 3 o'clock. We will be sat there live doing a watch along. Afterwards, we'll be doing the player ratings on Chig's channel. And then we'll be coming back to my channel, this one that you're watching now. And yeah, I'll be doing the full player ratings on this channel. So plenty of content coming up. Starting 11 reaction before as well. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for everything. Thanks very much for watching. And until later on today, I'm out of here.